Hey, what's up guys? Footy Manager TV here, and welcome to another Arsenal Let's Play, but now introducing Australia also with my first ever match, a friendly. Usually I probably won't do friendlies like live and that kind of thing, I'll just show you the results, but being the first ever match, I thought I would show that. And you know we've got Wolves next up, but I'm probably not going to do two in a row because I'm going to have to set up my team a lot with my new signings and that it would make the episode too long. So I'll do the next, like the first Premier League match in the next episode. But yeah, we got a lot of matches in there. The Super Cup as well. We got against Olympic Lyonnais. You think we should beat them, but who knows how their team has developed, or the UEFA Super Cup as it's called. But anyway, moving on to our friendly preparations for the Asian Cup, which I really want to win in that. So I'm going to give a lot of games to younger players. I really want to test out some players, which players are going to be in the first team and that kind of thing. So yeah, we're going to check that out now. And yeah, hopefully we can get I can find some good players within the team. There's going to be, because some players are injured right now, but you'll see a lot of my players. A lot of people, you probably won't even know a lot of these players. So I want to explain a lot of the Australian players. Might make the video longer, but yeah, I want to explain. Some you know, some play in Europe, so you might know like Mitchell Angerak. He has a chance to come in for Borussia Dortmund, I should say, as Weidenfeller. He's getting older. I'm talking about real life here. With Weidenfeller getting older, he has a real chance in real life. If not, like, I'm talking about him more so than his abilities for the team. Like, if for his career, he would want to step up for a first team. If not, he would have to leave Dortmund. Because if you check out their team now, Weidenfeller 34. Yeah, Landrak, he really has to step up because you can't really be known as a backup goalkeeper if you want to be part of the national team. But he's got, as you can see with his results there, had over a 7 rating, 7.19 in the league, so in the last season. So he's a solid goalkeeper, very, very good reflexes and good in the air as well. So I'm going to be going with him, 25. He's still a young goalkeeper. For 25 is still fairly young for a keeper, so he's going to have that number one keeper spots. And also the right back position. Obviously, that we have Luke Wilshere there, but I didn't put him in the squad. I'm not sure if he was injured or not, but I wanted to go with younger players. I want to focus for the future. I don't see the point of playing older players in friendlies, unless I know some people want to get their caps up and that kind of thing, but yeah, I'm not focusing on that. I just want to build these new players in the team. So here's one right back. He's okay for Australia level. Like, you can't compare them to like Brazil, Spain, England. You can't compare them. You got to compare them to we're 60th in the national rankings in the game. Well, gone backwards to 63 now because some teams already play the friendlies or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, we've gone backwards. So you got to really compare it to a team of that size in around 60th in the overall national rankings. So he's okay for a right back. He's not bad as attacking as well and can play right mid. And yeah, who else important? Rukavica, he's probably going to be the striker. He's got a bit of pace. And we're playing against Cyprus, so we should really get a result here. Any other key players? James Brown, it would be his first cap also. He hasn't played yet, but he's very good from the long shots, determined. And as I said, it will be his first cap, and it'll be interesting to see how he plays, and if he can get a goal or something like that, they'll be very good. Dimitri Petratos, it's a bit controversial. I got a message saying that he doesn't deserve to be in the national team, but we've got to build this young team, and he was actually rewarded the best young player in the A-League, so that's what I'll be looking to do. Like, a best young player in the A-League, I'll be looking to give them the chance in the first team and see how he goes. If you see last season, he scored 5 goals for a midfielder, not bad. So hopefully he can develop well, and he's got well-rounded attributes for a younger player of Australia's quality. So hopefully he can improve also, maybe go to a bigger team. That will probably that's what he has to look to do. Matthew Leckie as well. Coach only wants him to, or his manager wants him to only play 50 or 45 minutes. So I definitely will listen to that, as it's just friendlies, and he's got a bit of pace, good dribbling ability. So hopefully it can go well. Petratos, yeah, I explained him. Mile Jedinak going to the Premier League now with Crystal Palace winning in the playoffs, in the player final. He's a very good defensive midfielder, or you can play him centre mid as well, I guess. But yeah, he's a very solid player, 30 years of age now, but like I said, a very solid player for Australia's level. Anyone else? Robbie Cruz, I should say. And yeah, I can play him wide roles. He's a solid player. He's actually got fairly good attributes. If you look here, find similar players, and I think a couple Brazilian players show, as you can see here, Leonardo, Michel Bastos, and Jorginho. They're very solid players, so to be in the same boat as them, he's a very good player, and he's one of my favourite players as well, so no doubt I'm going to give him a lot of caps, but no doubt off the bench in this one, give Lecky a chance as well. And Mustafa Amini, actually I'm going to take Partaloo off because he's a bit older, even though he's better defensively. And yeah, I think that's it for now. Leave Davidson, Federici, and Co. I don't really see the point of having an extra goalkeeper unless they have the 45 minutes there, but that's it for now. Shane Lowry as well. He plays in the English leagues for Millwall. He's a very solid defender, still only 25 as well, so he could be part of the future. And now I'll kick into the match. I don't want to make it too long explaining every single player, just a lot of the players that I think that are most important, and maybe some players you wouldn't know about that I think are good. So, and you can see like there's no Harry Kewell, Cahill, and all that. I'm just new talent. I'm going to bring new talent through, and hopefully they do get some experience. And for their club as well, that's where they're probably going to grow the most. So hopefully they can do well, and that's something I will notice. Like, I'm not going to play players that are not playing for their club. So yeah, and I want them to, and that will be good. Like, I can't improve young players just by national performances. Their club. I don't know. Does anyone know if you can talk to their club or talk to them, say they need to get appearances for their club or something like that? Or they may need to move to a different club if they're not getting appearances. I'm not sure. I'll have to look in team talks or player talks and to find that out. But yeah, leave your comments how you actually do that, even though I'll probably find it out myself if I check later. But now, yeah, that's it on the player instructions or opposition instructions. Going to start the match, I always do assertive in the last option. Seems to work okay, but relaxed. But yeah, it says maybe overly so. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's just a friendly, so there's no reason there should be pressure on a friendly, in my opinion. But yeah, I have a few players here. Obviously, there'll be some players here that are going to be for sure in the team, but some players are... But actually, a lot of them are like playing to keep their place. But obviously, Rukavica, he's got the pace, so he's always going to be there. But some other players are going to... they're going to have to play well. Then Rukavica has an early chance. Petratos, yeah, he's got to have a prospect right there. He's got to be a prospect for us. As an Australian team, in the national team, because we've got to look for those new midfielders. Like I said, no Kewell, no Cahill. We're going to look to replace them. Emerton as well. None of those players anymore. Kalina. And again, they score an early goal. Bad defending. Yeah, I don't even know who these players are from Cyprus. I don't think there's any like really good Cyprus player in the world, like in a top team or anything. Like, yeah, I'm not really sure about that. But anyway, yeah, we have a chance. Michael Zulo, again, have to look for a left back, even though I'll probably... Adama Traore from Melbourne Victory is injured. I'll be looking to bring him in. Lecky has a chance there, but I couldn't get in. Actually, I want to put it on... Yeah, it's on key. I don't... Extended, probably takes too long. I said I was going to do it, but yeah. Adrian Leia, again, another player from Melbourne Victory. I support them, so realistic to have him. And then Rukavica, this guy's going to be very, very important for us because he's got that pace, 18 pace, and he's not bad with finishing, as you saw the evidence with that. So yeah, he's really showing he could be a key striker for us with that finish there. We also have another prospect I'll show a bit later. I might sub him on, Brent McGrath. I'll show him a bit later, like I said, but he's a bit low on fitness, so that's why I didn't start him. He's only 86 condition, so I'll leave him with that. Very happy with Nikita Rukavica, but with that goal, he's going to put that striking position to himself. So yeah, very impressed with him early, and very good with our formation on the counter-attack. He's got that pace. Petratos, again, he's getting on the ball a lot. So, yeah, I was actually surprised that the media was surprised that I chose him. He was the young player of the year in the A-League, so that really warrants picking, in my opinion. Amini, it's very different to other situations like Spain and England and all those top teams. Lecky finds Rukavica. That can be a second goal. Is it offside? And that's a goal. Oh, yep, it's disallowed. But that was play. It was all right. But Rukavica, he got to look to stay on side, and he'll be a very good striker. But it's a bit hard, like being a lone striker, and that. And yeah, I'll definitely want to look for a second centre back. Obviously, we have here Shane Lowry. He's a fantastic defender, in my opinion. Like I said, playing in the English leagues or Millwall. I think Championship or League One now. I'm not too sure if they would have got relegated in the game or not. Haven't really checked. But he's 25 and he's a solid defender. We've got a couple other prospects that you'll see as well. Reece Williams injured at the moment, unfortunately. Probably our best player. Rukavica, ooh. Yeah, like I said, Reece Williams playing for Middlesbrough. And now in the Premier League, he moved to Blackburn. And yeah, he's playing in the Premier League, so that's perfect. He's no doubt our best player. Going to look for him to be the captain of the team. Can play in midfield or in defence. And yeah, He's clearly our best player playing in the Premier League, of course. Only player. I think then Rukavica again. This guy, he's so good. He's got great pace and he can finish like that. But really, Cyprus, they're not amazing. So their defence are pretty easy to beat, and keeper as well. So maybe against a better keeper, it'll be harder to finish because he hasn't got great finishing. His finishing is only like 10 or something. But yeah, he did very well. He's just going to dance past the defence pretty easily. And yeah, he's playing in the Bundesliga, top German league, so he's doing well in that. And yeah, very surprised by his... Like, I'm not sure, like with strikers who have low finishing, like I'm not really confident that they'll finish. I really want a striker with high finishing, but yeah, he seems to be able to score. Scored 2 goals out of 3. Yeah, he scored 2 goals out of 3 in the World Cup. Unfortunately, couldn't get past the knockout stages with the previous manager, but I'll be looking to do that into the next World Cup, even though it's some time away. But yeah, he scored 2 goals out of 3 matches in the World Cup in the knockouts, or before in the group stages. So he did well. So obviously, yeah, I've got to say I'm pleased with that. And let's move on. Got to say I'm happy with that. And everyone's delighted. Perfect result. Rukavica. Actually, I forgot to do take about 45 minutes. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. I don't really... It doesn't even make any of my players unhappy, does it? It only makes managers unhappy. Okay, I'll sub them now and see if it's going to do anything. And if they get upset with an extra minute, yeah, I'm sure they won't mind an extra minute off. Okay, Lecky off. He's in right mid. Let's put Cruz in for 45 minutes. Michael Zulo as well. Yeah, we don't really have a left back. That's a problem. Just put Thwaite there. He should do okay. Michael Thwaite, he's a solid defender as well if you check out his attributes. Yeah, there he is. He's a solid defender, but a bit older. But just to hold on to the result, put his experience in there and should do well. And again, like I'll show you Rukavica. He scored the 2 goals. Fantastic pace. Like his pace is 18, but his finishing, yeah, it's even less than 10. It's 8. So yeah, I'm not really confident with that 8 finishing. So, but he seems he's able to score. So yeah, I'm a bit confused with that. Like I wouldn't be confident with him playing against a really good team, but he shows he can score. So I have to really just be reliable with him, I guess. But really, I wanted to give a go to Brett. I think I'll leave Rukavica to try and get a hat trick, but James Brown on a yellow card. Yeah, friendlies you can do unlimited subs. I'm pretty sure. Again, James Hollard 45 minutes. I want to give him because he's still fairly young as well. I'll just show you him in a second. If you see his attributes right here, again, he's an okay player, but he's a bit younger as well. He's 25, so he would be part of the next World Cup team, going into the World Cup in 2018. And yeah, we got Petar Franjic, another young defender prospect. He's only 22, and he's got solid attributes as well. So he was someone I might bring on later. Well, actually, I'll take Laurie off and because I want to give these younger players a chance, and the rest are more experienced players, apart from McGrath, but he's got lower... Actually, yeah, I just want to wait till Rukavica gets a hat-trick. Hopefully he does, but yeah, we'll just see. And yeah, I'm just giving as much players a chance here as I can. Robbie Cruz as well. He's like my favourite player, at least. He's probably my favourite that plays for Australia. Because he did well when coming over to Melbourne Victory. And Petar Franjic as well. Hopefully can do well as a centre-back. He's probably one of our better centre-backs by attributes, and he's only 22. So by the youngest and his ability, he's probably our best prospect. So yeah, hopefully he can put in good performances, and hopefully can move to a European, because he's still stuck in the A-League. It'll be good to move abroad for him to get that much-needed experience. Like I said, can you suggest that to a player? I'm not sure, because it'll be good if you can do that, but yeah, I'll just leave that at that for now. As I said, hopefully he can move on and score another goal. Rukavica as well, will be good if he can score a hat-trick. If not, I'll take him off, or maybe put him in a wide position, like in left mid, so I can bring Brett McGrath on. Yeah, I think I might do that, because I definitely want McGrath. He's like our future as well. He's a young striker, and yeah, Brett McGrath. He's 87 condition, not bad. But he's like a taller striker. I think he can do well for us. In the league, he scored the first goal in the first league appearance, so done well. Finishing 12, a bit better than Rukavica, but he's more the physical striker, so hopefully he can do well. And yeah, he's a more, like I said, stronger type. And yeah, he's been okay, but he's still improving because he's been young. But now he's slowly improving, so he's starting to score more a bit. And yeah, hopefully he can do that for the national team as well. Because, yeah, he's a more stronger type striker, but still got 15 pace, so that's solid if you ask me. So here we're going to take Petratos off. He's been okay, not amazing. Here, let's bring on Brett McGrath. Amini off. Let's bring on Dario Vidicic. He can play that centre mid. And he's a player who went from the A-League to Europe, but back to the A-League to Adelaide United. He's a solid player, 27. I suppose if you play him regularly, he could still be part of that World Cup team. He'll be about 31 then, I suppose. That's probably the cutoff age for me, 31, 32. But it's good to have that experience, I guess. Now let's bring on Cavalieri for Jedinak. Okay, you can't make... Okay, there is a limit. Okay, McGrath and then swap him for Rukavica. Okay, there we go. Hopefully, I would love... Rukavica can play that left midfield role okay, I guess. And with good performances so far, he should be able to do a good role for the rest of the match. And don't forget, we're still only winning by a goal. But I do want McGrath. He's like a prospect of the future. And to be honest, I don't really want to play regens. Like, I want to play like the players that I know in real life because I want to give them chances. That's when the funness of managing Australia would lose to me. I want to play players that would be playing in real life. Obviously, for a club situation will be different. Like for Arsenal, bring in regens. But for the Australian team, I suppose it's just how I think the regens are and that kind of thing. But anyway, see if anything happens late here. Nothing really seems to be happening. Anyone who's got a good passing percentage, yeah. Anyway, Landrak, I suppose you can see that one goal, but yeah, what can you do? Anyway, Leia, yeah, he's getting older as well. But again, McGrath, he's going to have a chance here. A goalkeeper comes up. Could have been a mistake, but from that, it seems to be a good choice. Well, that guy has a long name. What the hell is... Oh, yeah, I can't click on him. Look at that name. Krastafakis. Yeah, no idea how to say his name. Anyway, there it is. What is it? Katstafragaku. No idea. They could score here. This could be dangerous. Again, bad defending. Again, that's always been a problem. Not very good in defense. So, yeah, that's... Yeah, we don't have amazing defenders. That's a problem. And yeah, we don't have much prospects coming through as well, and our fullbacks aren't great. So that's going to be that's going to be the prospect. That's going to be the problem, I should say, going into future matches. And yeah, hopefully we can score a late winner. But we are playing away, so a draw away. But really against Cyprus, I thought we would be winning this match. But I suppose we have some better players that we could lose here. Of course, a late goal. And yeah, disastrous. We're going to have to look to change up some players with this performance right here. I suppose this, it's a friendly, and when you do friendlies like I did, I changed the squad up a lot, or the starting 11 up a lot, so that probably resulted that, taking centre-backs off and full-backs, and yeah, that probably resulted to that. So, yeah, that happens in the game, and it's a friendly, so, but it's always disappointing to lose, but I'm just testing players. No doubt, the next friendly, I'm going to experiment with other players. See, Petrates, maybe that was his chance and he didn't shine. But Rukavica, man of the match, happy with his performance, but overall not very happy with that. Some demotivated, but yeah, I wasn't really happy with that performance. It started well, but in the end, it wasn't great. And I'm using a good formation. It's working well in all my other things. I bet Barcelona in the Champions League. And yeah, for Schalke, it's not doing bad as well. So, and... yeah, so it's doing okay, but yeah, it's just the team. It's the team problem right now. We've got to get the right signings, or not signing. Got to get the right players in. And as you can see, Wolves in the first home match next. Wolves actually did good last season. They came like 6th or 7th. Way a big difference to real life. They got relegated to NPAL League 1. Unfortunately for them, getting relegated 2 years in a row, that's a disaster. But you think, yeah, that's a disaster. They used to be in the Premier League 2 years ago, so... and they're back in the Premier League in the game here, so that's definitely not realistic, but unfortunately I can't control that, but we're possessing right here. Sometimes this will take a long time, especially with national fixtures right now. But yeah, leave your thoughts on some players. Obviously, Rukavica did well, and he was the only player that did well in my opinion, if you look at the ratings and all that kind of thing. As we just process again, the guy who reviewed the match was surprised as well. So, yeah, I was surprised we didn't win against Cyprus. They don't really have any superstars, I would believe, but we don't either. So, as you can see, Rukavica, happy with him. He's on form. Again, Amini, another younger player who I'm giving a chance, only 21. He's a guy who's going to be part of the future as an attacking mid. So, but obviously playing with a centre mid. Hopefully he can do well. And yeah, that's it for now. I'm just going to leave it at that. Unfortunately, couldn't get a win in my first... I'm really disappointed with that. I couldn't get a win. But friendly matches are a bit different situation because like we were winning, then we lost when I basically changed up my team. And that happens when you make a lot of subs. But I want to give a lot of players a chance so they're happy and all that kind of thing. But that's it for now. Hopefully enjoy this first match ever for Australia. But next up, going back to play in our first match of the league, and that's more important right now. Well, that's what my focus is going to turn to, doing well in the league. Like I said, with winning all the competitions now, I've said in previous episode, I won 3 competitions first season: Premier League, Capital One Cup, FA Cup, and last season won the Champions League. So now I'm just going to look to become a force in the Premier League, and that's my goal from now, trying to win the Premier League every season. So that's it for now. Leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time.